Hey y'all, what's up? Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It exclusively. And let's talk about exclusively what has recently been dropped by your girl, T from TV, who is a content creator. She broke this story, and I just want to talk about it. So basically, she actually went through in great detail Martel's new court motion, which he filed on September 26, 2024, in the ongoing custody battle with Melody Shari Rodgers. So, you guys make sure you go check out her channel, watch her latest video, and she goes detail for detail as far as the motions that were filed. So, first thing, let me just say this. It's sad because Martell is a class A narcissist. And the fact that he is using the children as a way to this very moment to continue to try to control her, although they've been divorced for several years now. And Mel is truly trying to be the best parent that she could be and to move on with her life. He's done enough damage that I feel like the fact that she's still standing and she's continuing to push forward, knowing that she has him literally being a thorn on her side, it's just, I mean, I don't know how she does it. I mean, we all know like she has a strong support of great family and friends around her in her spiritual relationship with God, but like for the average person, like if you're not strong enough, you would have definitely folded a long time ago. I honestly feel like he has done enough already as it is to continuously break her down. He's lied on her, he's cheated on her, he's embarrassed her, and to have someone that you once loved, who you created a family with, truly go to the great depths to bring you down at all costs, it's just disgusting. And that's why I don't stand for anyone who truly supports Martell, because I feel like he's wrong and a lot of people are just supporting the bullshit. I feel that the fact that he has children, he has daughters, like how would you feel if your daughters had to deal with someone like you? I mean, the fact that Mel has to use on a continuous basis unnecessary time and resources, having to go back and forth to court, dealing with someone who can't get over the fact that he made his decision, he wanted to do whatever he wanted to do, and put his family last to entertain his own urges. And selfishly, he needed to, in my opinion, sit on that. This is what you decided to do. Go ahead, go be happy. But why make everyone else suffer? Why have Mel suffer? Why have your children suffer? So, as you all may know, Martell and Melody have a upcoming court date, and this is for their custody battle. And of course, Martell will definitely be the narcissist that he is, to want to just create more issues and present this in court. But so he filed these motions just so that he can present this in reference to wanting Mel to be in contempt, and so that she could be held liable for this. So I'm not going to go into every last motion, just a few of them that I wanted to talk about. So the first one that I wanted to talk about was that he stated that he felt that a right of first refusal in reference to when the children were allowed to be with their grandparents, and specifically it's Mama Van. So per the previous court agreement, the children should be able to see Mama Van once per quarter, but he is stating that she actually has had the kids at least once a month, and that's right there a violation. And just for him to even go to these great lengths and depths, it's just it's childish, it's petty. Why should it matter? You should be happy. Like they say, it's great to have a village when you're raising your children. So we all know that the kids love their grandma, and Mel loves her mom. And so if the kids are with their grandmother, what's the problem? It just brings me back to when in the past he had issues with the children being around Mel's brother. And it just, to me, it's more personal. It's more or less him not wanting to have anyone help Mel out at all. Like, he just wants to be sole control of everything in reference to Mel and the children. But he made his decision a long time ago. You don't have that right anymore to determine what Mel should and shouldn't do. And the fact that he's still just trying his very best to have a control over her, it's just sickening. He also goes on to say that he should have Mama Van's phone number. He wants to be able to have access to them. He wants to be able to call them. And we have seen him on the show disrespect her, yell in her face, curse her out. Why would she, although yes, your children, they are with their grandmother, but being you've been violent and aggressive and clearly very possessive, look how you treat her daughter, stalking her. You're just obsessed. Why would she want to give you her phone number? Martell is also alleging that Mel is leaving the children in the care of Jason, which you all know is Mel's security guard. And he feels a way about it because he wants to be able to basically have that right of refusal. But my thing is like, Mel definitely knows better. And to me, it just seems like he's definitely hiding in the bushes. He's watching all of Mel's lives, her Instagram stories. He is lurking on the sidelines. And what he's really upset about is that Mel has a male figure who is around and who is giving her and the children a sense of protection. And that's something that he gave up when he decided to step out. So the difference is, I feel, because Mel can literally employ someone who is of the opposite sex and they can genuinely just be, you know, just on a platonic level, and also her have him work for her. He can't understand that she could simply just have it be that. Because we know if the roles were flipped, he would be sleeping with the person that he's working with. Because let's not forget, every female friend that he's had around Mel has been someone that he has had some type of romantic relationship with. So he is definitely projecting. But nonetheless, I just feel like it's unfair for him to drag Jason into this when, Mel has stated, and the fact that Jason is a married man. And for the narrative to now be something completely different than what it is because of someone's insecurity and their jealousy and their obsession, it's just unfair. And I feel like with Mel, it's just like, even though she's trying to move on in her life, she will continuously have Martell find every single way to bring her down. Just it's just like he'll stop at nothing. He also alleged that the children have witnessed Jason sleeping over at Mel's home, and that they've also allegedly have been seen kissing, cuddling, and even Jason rubbing her feet. To me, even if, say, for instance, Jason was a single man and that was someone, just hypothetically, that was someone that she employed, what does this have to do with Martell? Why is this any of your business? Because you have moved on and you've had other women around the children, and Mel has not made anything a big deal at all. She doesn't care enough. And if anything has been brought up, it's been just to show the hypocrisy of, you want all these things, but then when the roles are flipped, you have a problem. And I just think that it's just unfair to drag the children into this, because it seems as though, from what we've even seen from the very past, where he was on a live and he had all of the children in unison going down detail for detail, which it seemed to me as though he coached the children on saying all these awful things about Mel, how she wasn't being a fit mother, by, basically just making it seem as though she doesn't take care of them, and the list goes on and on and on. But here we are, and it seems that you have these children dragged into something that they shouldn't be dragged into. So I'm just wondering, is he talking to the kids to have them spy on Mel? It just doesn't seem fair. It doesn't seem right. And he's doing more damage to the children by pulling them into something that they had no part in. This, like, they're just innocent children, and it's not fair. Martell goes on to say Jason is around the children when they're going on trips, and he is just not in agreement to that. He feels like he should have a right, who should be around his children or not. But yet he can have Coleslaw around, he can have Dusty Dan around, he had Melinda, whatever her name is, but he had her around, and it was no problem. I honestly feel that this motion was definitely filed after watching Mel's first live TikTok event, because he saw the amount of love that she had, the support that she had, and even bringing her whole family, the kids, her Seventh Avenue beauty team, including Jason, and even with the celebrity guests and having Miguel there. I feel like he was just on the sidelines, just salivating. He was jealous because he could have been in this position. He could have been there, and it could have been a family affair, but he ruined it. This is because of your doing. So Mel continuing to thrive in life and do well and bring the people that has basically supported her through this process up with her is what you're really mad about. That's what Martell is really upset about. And so we all know that he was convicted of revenge P with the DV charge. So he can't have any contact with her for a year. And so you would think that would be enough for him to just stop. But this is another way to find his way back into having her in the palm of his hands, because he just wants her attention. So Martell is also upset with Mel taking the kids on vacations and feels that it's interfering with their education. I can't just help but just think he is just so jealous. He wishes that he was invited to these trips. And unfortunately, he can't do what Mel does. She can show her children, Mom is going to take you guys to these different places, expose you to different experiences so you can see that there's more out here. And the fact that she's also taking them with her to, like, for instance, for her first live TikTok event. That live that she had was groundbreaking. It was something that was pivotal in her brand, in her career, and just her being a boss. And with her doing that, she was even able to take them back so that they can go to school the next day and not even skip a beat. She's showing them how to be able to one day be an entrepreneur. And what has Martell done? He has lost everything. He has not done anything to move past those bad business decisions that he has made, and is continuing to just be someone stuck in life, and that's why he's upset. Lastly, what I wanted to say, he had basically stated in the motion that he wanted this to basically be brought to the court's attention. He wants Mel to be held in contempt, and that her actions should be punishable, whether it's civil or criminal. Lastly, he wants to be recompensated for all of the attorney fees. Now, this is just someone who is sad and broken, who, as much as he loves to tell everyone Mel is all these awful things, he's done with her, he doesn't want her, his actions show it's the complete opposite. She's just that one person he just refuses to let go. And he really truly needs the help to really focus on the trauma that he has and to heal from it, because it's just disgusting to see that at his age and with the amount of children that he has and the decisions that he has willingly made in his life, that he is holding Mel hostage, all because she chose to walk away, all because she has found her happy space, all because she is continuing to move forward in life, and she's doing it without him. And there are other people who are seeing how beautiful she is inside and out, how intelligent she is, and that she would be anyone's perfect dream significant other. And you had her in a partner and you fumbled the bag. This is more or less an eye opener for anyone out there who, when people start to show you who they are, you believe them. And sometimes it's the very people that you've poured into, you've given your all to, that in a moment, just within a blink of an eye, how they'll flip on you and feel that they're so entitled to you, your success, and everything that you have, and want to use your pain as a way to have some form of control over you. And when you break through, it's like you are the worst enemy. But anyway, so what did you guys think? I am honestly rooting for Mel. I'm hoping that this comes to an end, because we all know this custody battle has been ongoing, and a lot of it had to do with Martell, him not even complying with the things that he needed to do, such as having a mental evaluation, going to therapy with the kids, and the list goes on and on. Here he is, just still reaching for straws and finding ways so that he can just continue to pull Mel where he's at, and he's at the bottom. But anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think, and I'll see you guys in the next one.